I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wrenches in my top drawer of my snap-on box. I think I'm missing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pliers in my bottom drawer of my snap-on box. Get ready to fix some cars. Get ready to fix. Let's go! Hey, what's up, guys? It's MJ100K, and today I want to talk about my 5 favorite tools that will make you money when you are a beginning technician. In honor of this video, I'm wearing my uniform of the first job I ever had in Philly at this place called Strauss Auto. They are not there anymore. They went bankrupt, probably because everybody was stealing everything from out of the store. Not me though. I was just sitting there trying to learn and fix cars. So anyway, when you first start as a mechanic, they basically have you change an oil, tires, and batteries. But when you want to get promoted to, so they used to call that an installer. But when you want to get promoted to technician, what that means is that basically you're figuring out problems or doing things that require a little bit higher skill, a little bit better tools. So let's go ahead and start with it. My first tool that will make you money as a new technician. Boom. Serpentine belt toolkit. Now they're not going to sell this at AutoZone or Lowe's or anything. This one is from Matco, and I believe it's made by Gear Wrench, but they have similar tools. So you basically put these two together, and they're very adjustable. They have just different crow's foot that you can use to get the tension off of the tensioner pulley. They have, some of them have little squares in there, so you can hook these up. You know, I'll show you how to actually use them one day on my truck or car. But yeah, some of them have little bolts on them. So anyway, this is really good. It's really slim. It could get into most places. It'll work on like 99% of most cars. The only car I ever had that this didn't work with was a Honda Civic, and it was maybe around years 2008 to 2012 or around there, around that model. But other than that, this thing worked in every car I needed it on. So replacing the serpentine belt, a little bit harder than oil change, tire, batteries, but it'll get you a little bit more labor, and it'll start to get your rank up in the shop as a technician. Anyway, when you're doing an S-belt, always make a little diagram of the pulleys and everything to make sure you put the belt on exactly the same as you took it off. I even still do it. So there you go. You can make a diagram, or you can take a picture with your phone, whatever. Anyway, this is a kind of a companion tool. Something like this. This will help you to get in there to kind of move the belt into the different position to get it where it needs to be, and then you can use your other tool to get the tension off of the tensioner pulley and install those belts correctly. So yeah, moving up in the world. So number 2, this is an inner tie rod tool. I believe Lyle makes it, but I got mine from Matco. They used to give us a discount in the school I went to from Matco, so I got a lot of Matco tools. Anyway, comes with these different adapters or whatever you call them. You put them on the inner tie rod, and then you put this one, slip it over there. Then you use a 1/2-inch ratchet or a breaker bar to loosen the inner tie rod. So it's important to be able to have this tool because then you can get the inner tie rod off, right? Anyway, very good tool. Inner and outer tie rods and ball joints are very profitable for mechanics. They give you a good amount of labor, and then you have to do the alignment afterwards. So you could make maybe half of your day in labor from a big inner and outer tie rod job, and with alignment on it as well. So yeah, this is going to put you up in the ranks to get you to be a technician and make more money. There's a little companion tool here, a little pickle fork. You could put this on the outer tie rod and then smack it with a hammer to get them to release, or some ball joints you can get off with this. They come in different sizes, but these aren't that expensive. And I think I got this one for maybe 15-20 bucks. So get both of these tools, start making more money doing inner and outer tie rods, ball joints, alignments. Then you'll be moving up in the world. Okay, number 3, get yourself a little scanner. Even if the shop has one, I like to have a little one of my own. This one is by Innova. I got this at AutoZone, I believe, but yeah, just a basic scanner. You can see your different treble codes, your freeze frame. You can see me using this in my Lexus No Start video that I just did. So the first time I used the scanner at work at Strauss, I think it was a Honda Accord, and it came in for a diag. I was like, all right, well, let me try it. Check engine lights on. I plugged it in. It was O2 sensor 1 out of 2. So it was the first one after the first one before the catalytic converter. So it was one before the catalytic converter or one after. And I plugged it in. It was O2 sensor heater failure. So I got my little, this is the next tool I'm going to talk about. I believe it was this actual one. The digital multimeter, and I checked the resistance of the O2 sensor heater, and it was open. So there wasn't any current flowing through it. So I said, all right, well, I recommend the O2 sensor. And I put it on there and cleared the code, and the code didn't come back. I drove it around a little bit, the code still didn't come back. So I got about maybe 2.5 hours of labor for that, and maybe took 30 minutes. But yeah, just a basic scanner. You can see the different trouble codes and start to diagnose things. If you see some codes that you really don't understand, you don't recognize, just don't mess with it. But you see the little easy codes like that, you can go ahead and diagnose it and make your money off of it. So yeah, this is my DMM. Also, this is tool number 4 favorites. And this one, I like this one also. I used to use it when I did AC work. So this is like a temperature probe, and you can put it like on Fahrenheit, and it'll just tell you the exact temperature that's here. So I would stick this in the vents, and then I could see, okay, now the AC's, I would check to see if the AC's working right, and it's like, oh, it's only blowing out 80 degrees. And then, you fix the air conditioning problem, and then you measure it again, like, all right, yeah, now it's blowing out 60 degrees. So yeah, I like this little temperature probe, that digital multimeter. And number 5, I also use this in my Lexus No Start video. There. So this one has a really long cord, and you hook this up to the battery, positive and negative, and then it's just a power probe, they call it. And you could probe different things. You could quickly see if there's power or ground. It'll light up red if it's power and green if it's ground. And you can press the button and it'll apply power to something. So it really saves a lot of times on electrical diagnosis, and is really helpful. And the fact that this power cord is so long is really good. You could stretch it all the way to the back of the car if you need to check something back there, or if you need to check a fuel pump like I did the other day. So yeah, this is a really good tool. This one might be about 150 bucks. This multimeter from Matco is about 100. This S-Belt toolkit is about 60 or 70. This DTC scanner is about 100. And this inner tie rod tool may be 60, 70 bucks. And very good. I mean, what I used to do when I was a mechanic is I would try to buy like one tool a week. So some weeks I would have, more money, obviously. I might get something bigger, and some weeks I barely have anything, but I always get something. So every week you go in there, you could get something. I don't care if it's one socket, if it's one extension, just get something every week. And before you know it, you'll have lots of tools, and you'll be able to diagnose stuff, and you start making more money, start to become a technician and higher level technician. And then master technician like I was. But I never wore the patch. I never put my patch on because I didn't want people bothering me. Like if I didn't know one thing, like, oh, you didn't even know what the torque value was on my brake caliper from my 1970 Firebird. Like, look, I don't know everything in the world, but, you know, whatever. So, anyway, those are 5 tools that will definitely get you started diagnosing things and becoming a technician and making more money. And guess what? I found some of the videos I made way back in 2006 when I first started at Strauss, and I was so happy making money. Let me show you how much I started spending. So much money, it was crazy. Just look at these videos and see me from way back then, what I was doing. Check it out. Today I went to the store and I bought Lucky Charms and Rice Krispies. Alright, so now that you saw my video from back then, I was even ridiculous back then, and I still am today. I'd like to thank the people who subscribed to my channel recently. I've recently hit 100 subscribers, and I'm very happy about that. I am going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. It'll be a little bit different, though, than most giveaways. So just stay tuned. I'm working on a video for that. The video is going to be where I recommend people who want to work on cars to go, like if they want to go to community college, Lincoln Tech, or UTI, or something like that. And spoiler alert, this community college. But I'll let you see the video. I'm working on it. It'll be out in, I don't know, a week or so. I'm very busy. Last week I was working every day at work, and then after work I would do a job for my business, and I was just exhausted. But anyway, thanks for subscribing. I hope you like the 100 sub video that's going to come out in a week or so. And stay tuned. Thanks for subscribing. If you're a new subscriber, my videos are just all over the place. They're all different type of formats. Sometimes I'm talking about tools. Sometimes I'm fixing a car. Sometimes I'm fixing something on my house. Sometimes it's career advice or whatever. So just stay tuned if you like that type of information, and it's going to be fun. So please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a good one.